Hello, dear, and welcome to the 5th episode of the AHAKIT podcast on the theme Incarceration and Sexual and Reproductive Health Rights in Africa. I am Dr. Olga Jessica, and with me here is Umbolala, a frontline activist advancing reproductive justice in Madagascar. Umbo's work sheds light on the fact that reproductive injustice cannot be covered on the guise of restrictive laws in Africa. Thank you so much for joining us, Umbo. It's a privilege to have you here, and welcome again to the podcast.
Thank you, Doctor, for the invitation. It's my pleasure.
Umbo, I'm just going to go straight or right into the questions. Umbo, I know that Madagascar, like I had earlier introduced, has one of the most restrictive laws on abortion in Africa. Can you walk us through how that feels like and what that looks like in Madagascar?
Yes, as you said, Madagascar have the most restrictive, which means that even the woman's life is in danger, or when it is about rape and incest, we don't have the right to save these lives. And another point is that doctors can't do their work properly because so the doctors can't save these lives. So it is a very restrictive situation, and effectively in one of the poorest country in the world, to have the safe abortion is now complicated, and it gives the way to this insecure abortion.
Mm-hmm. Has there been any silver lining at all? Has there been any strategic litigation come up as a result of the restrictiveness of Madagascar's law on abortion?
Yeah, we have some procedures to keep this exception to be allowed, but we posed a law, we introduced a law 2 years ago, and the law just disappeared. So from now, we don't have any mean to do this safe abortion. Anyway, the civil society, like my organization called Nifnakanga, do the work in the ground to promote the do not harm and to talk to the doctor on how we can work together to help this woman. Anyway, what is strange is that the government don't accept the abortion, but they accept the post-abortion problem in they accept the post-abortion complication in the hospital. So for us, it's like strange. It's just like we put the people on the ground and they can die. And after we put the access for the post-abortion, why don't we just work in order to give safe abortion to those all who need it?
Thank you so much, Umbo. You mentioned the do no harm strategy. Can you tell us more about that?
Yeah. For us, the do not harm strategy is, first of all, to give to the women and girls the dignity and to have safe access. Because let's say the abortion is in Madagascar. There is many people doing it, but poor people and poor girls don't have the safe abortion. But in another end, the rich people, the rich women, can go to this hospital who do it. And we think that there is an economic barrier and unfair situation because of this law. So rich can access and don't look the law, and poor people can be jailed for it.
Right. So even if the Constitution says that we're equal, we're not equal after all, because the rich can access abortion, but the poor people.
Yes, that's it. And even they came to the police station, and for example, for those who are kept by the police, those who are rich can go easily, but the poor people are jailed.
Thank you so much, Mo, for that. I think this conversation is exposing, or maybe not exposing, but it's highlighting the reproductive issues that we have in Madagascar. I know that Madagascar is rarely mentioned in conversations around sexual and reproductive health and rights. What do you think that the rest of Africa needs to know about the criminalization of sexual and reproductive health rights in Madagascar? What do we need to know? What do you think the world needs to know about the criminalization of women who seek sexual and reproductive health rights services?
Yeah, there's many things that we can share. First of all, that before colonialism, the abortion was accepted in our country, and we had queens who accepted it. But when the French colonized Madagascar and our queens was forced to be Christian, they imposed the law. But the law that gave to the mothers who are in danger to have safe abortion, which means that before this colonialism, our grandmother know what use with herbal, etc. There were a knowledge about using pharmacopée with natures. And after, in 1810, which means the father of the father of the father of our grandpa, the colonialism, the French say that abortion is totally not acceptable. Now, France constitutionalized the abortion. They put it in their constitution. And we, colony, we kept it as the right things to do. And it's really no sense, because we had the knowledge. We can be non-colonized, but we keep this mind that we have to do this. The second thing is that the patriarchy who keep this situation is about the religion, especially Catholicism. And when we wanted to pass the law, it was about corruption. And we can say that in Madagascar, this problem of not moving forward, it's about great corruption in the parliament and at a big level. Why? Because the Catholic Church is one of the founder of political election. So they give money to those who want to be parliamentarian, etc. So they have to be good with the church if they want money next time they want to be elected. So the election and the corruption of this system of patriarchy is one of the most difficult for us working in the civil society.
Thank you so much, Mbo. I think one of the most enlightening conversation that we've had is how you mentioned that in pre-colonial Madagascar, abortion happened, and that women and girls and even our mothers and the queens had the knowledge on how to even conduct safe abortion where in situations that arose. Would you say that there's even a remote possibility that we highlight this in Madagascar through your organization?
Yes, we highlighted in our works because we give grants to researchers to know what happened before the colonialism period. And then also we would like to do some research about what was the knowledge that these women and girls use the nature to do abortion, and in quite safe way. Because the thing is that people think that what our grandma did is bad. But what white people with these all industrial things is the best way. But anyway, we think that we have to put the African knowledge in this kind of situation and build also that we had this opportunity and we must keep that women and girls must be saved and protected in Madagascar.
Thank you so much, Umbo. In your advocacy, you always speak about restoring dignity and not just rights. You speak about dignity in such a profound and powerful manner. Why would you say dignity is such a powerful concept to be aligned with, especially in conversations around sexual and reproductive health rights and incarceration?
We think that dignity is the most powerful things that a person have as a person. And when someone be raped, the perpetrators take this dignity to the person. One, for example, for the incest and rape. In other hand, when a woman who is pregnant can't choose to be alive because the doctor can't save her, we take the dignity of this person. And then when we didn't give to the doctor the opportunity to save someone, we take the dignity of this person. A person who is raped had 3 levels where we take this dignity. First, when she is raped. Secondly, when the society doesn't accept the situation and think that perhaps she is the problem, and then if she has a pregnancy, so she is victim at 3 levels. So dignity is very, very important in our everyday work.
Thank you so much, Umbo. I think my final question would be, what would you say that it would take to end the incarceration or criminalization of women for accessing sexual and reproductive health rights services in Madagascar?
Yeah, 2 things. The first one is that we have to change the law. Law must protect, not killing people. Secondly, we must stop this hypocrisy, because everybody knows someone who did unsafe abortion. But when we talk in the society, it's just like, oh no, I don't know that, I'm not okay. But after, we know that it's just hypocrisy. So if we tackle the law, this hypocrisy and corruption, I think we can give everybody this dignity to be a human and to have the choice to be alive and the choice to work freely for doctors. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Umbo. I'd like to just end by saying that thank you so much once again for bringing your voice to a place that is often left out of legal and policy conversations on reproductive justice. I think you remind us that even in countries that are often left out of margins, reproductive justice must be inclusive, and the conversations around criminalization and incarceration must be inclusive of even women and girls in countries with the most restrictive laws. And I think that's very important and very profound for the conversation on achieving reproductive justice in Africa. And so our listeners, thank you so much for listening. Kindly do not forget to share this episode and subscribe to the Ahaki podcast. Till next time, see you.